Hi guys, today's recipe is a blend of experience of sweet mangoes and traditional Maharashtrian style Puran Poli, as tomorrow marks an auspicious day, Akshay Tritiya, which is a festival celebrated in Hindu communities. And as a sweet, we love to make Puran Poli, halwa or milk pudding like kheer in our menu. Now let's move on to the recipe. I have soaked one medium cup or one vati of chana dal, and I have soaked it in enough water for at least 2 hours. Now here's a tip guys, if the dal splits by hand easily, which means it is ready to pressure cook. Now I'm going to whistle it for 6 to 7 whistles. I'm also adding a pinch of turmeric and some salt and let it whistle away. Now let's move on to kneading the dough. For this I have taken 1 large cup of whole wheat flour, and to this flour we are going to add enough salt. Now the salt will be a little more than usual that we use for making chapati at home. Now to the water that I am going to add to the dough, I am adding some turmeric powder. Now this turmeric powder enhances the color of the pori. Also guys, remember we are kneading the dough as per the way we knead for the chapati, and we are going to add some oil in it while we are kneading the dough. And once the dough is nice, soft, smoothly kneaded, we are going to immerse this dough under water for at least an hour. Now if you've seen my previous Puran Poli video, I have also shown you another type of kneading the dough, so please go and check that video. Now next is the star of the dish, that is the mango. And friends, I would emphasize and suggest to use a hapus variety of mango. Now cube it, and then we are using a sieve. We are going to sieve this mango through the sieve and remove the pulp of it. Now if you want, you can use a mixer grinder, but I would suggest a sieve as it will not give any lumps and a smooth paste is formed, as you can see in the video. Now second is the check on the chana dal. It is cooked to perfection. Now I'm going to again sieve it through a sieve. If you want, you can use the Puran patra, but the chana dal that I'm using today is of a very small quantity, so I'm using this sieve. It just gives an amazing smooth result. Now once the chana dal is sieved through the sieve as desired, now we are using the same vessel, and I'm going to add a few spoons of mango pulp initially, and we are going to cook this on a very low flame. Now remember friends, once you add the mango pulp, you would suddenly realize that the mixture of the chana dal and the mango pulp is loosened, and it feels that it is going to become into a liquid state. But do not worry, we are continuously going to stir and mix this mixture together till it does not thicken enough the way we want it. Now like I had mentioned before, the variety of the mango definitely matters. Now if it was hapus, if you are using hapus in this recipe, we would not require any sugar or jaggery, but here I'm using the badami variety of mango, so I'm adding 1 tablespoon of organic jaggery. Now we are going to stir and mix it well for at least 15 to 20 minutes, and after which we are going to add 1 teaspoon of dry ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder. We are going to mix it well, and once the batter thickens, we are going to turn off the flame and let it rest and cool completely. Now our next step is checking on the immersed dough that we had kneaded previously. Now it has beautifully turned out the way that we desire, nice and soft. So I'm just throwing away the water or discarding the water, and to a clean platter I'm transferring the dough, and we're going to knead this dough using enough oil by turns. We are not using all the oil at one go, so we are going to knead the dough till it is stretchy enough, and till the dough does not stick our fingers. Now yes, we have got our dough to perfection. We are going to cover it with the lid again and let it rest for 15 minutes before we start kneading to a Puran Poli. Now grease your palm and fingers with some oil. Take small portion of the dough ball and using your thumb and finger begin to shape it like a cup of puri. Now for the stuffing of the puran, add enough or stuff enough puran into the cup and join all the ends like you can see in the video, and now flatten the dough gently. Now to a rolling board sprinkle enough flour like you can see, and with the help of a rolling pin now start rolling out to a nice chapati or pori. Now guys, remember, if you're a first timer and you have never made this type of puran pori or any puran pori, you can follow this recipe to a T, and I assure you, you will get a perfect puran pori and a satisfying result. Now, as per your preference, roll out the puran pori thick or thin. I prefer the thinner puran pori. Now, I have greased the tawa with some ghee. If you want, you can just transfer the puran pori as is, as you can see in the video, and brush out excess of flour if there is any. Now, as you know, that puran pori is not for the faint-hearted and diet-conscious people. So apply a lot of ghee. It will enhance the taste, and I'm sure you will just love every bite of it. Now use a spatula to turn the pori to other side once it's cooked to perfection. And remember guys, the puran pori has to be cooked from all edges, and add enough ghee, transfer it to a plate once done, and you can serve it hot with nice warm ghee, milk or katachi amti. Now lastly guys, do try this recipe. I have shared the details of this recipe in the description below, and yes, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, God bless, stay healthy, eat right, ciao.